From haunted mirrors said to contain the ghosts of a mother and her children, to a possessed Raggedy Ann doll that can move around by itself, we take a look at 6 incredibly spooky things. Number 6. The Haunted Wedding Dress. Anna Baker was the little girl of the rich tycoon of the Blair County, Elias Baker, amid the 1800s. Anna Baker got everything one would need in her lifetime given by her rich father, with the exception of true love. She sadly had fallen in love with a handsome yet low-paid ironworker who was employed under her father. The enraged father did not permit her to wed the man of her decision, which left Anna to the decision of leading the rest of her life as an old maid, and she died an old maid. She never got the chance to wear her wedding dress, which she had picked with her mom. This dress is in plain view at the Blair County Historical Museum in the Baker Mansion, where a few individuals have seen the dress move from side to side, making individuals believe that the ghost of Anna was admiring herself in the dress in the mirror. Number 5. Screaming Skull of Burton Agnes Hall. This screaming skull originates from the Burton Agnes Hall in East Yorkshire, which was manufactured by Sir Henry Griffiths and his sister amid the rule of Queen Elizabeth I. During the development, one of Henry's sisters was wounded and killed. Her other sisters had promised to remove her head from her body after she died. However, they had buried her with her head. Later, there were screams and groaning heard in the corridor, which made the sisters return to the cemetery to see that the head was disjoined from the body. They moved the skull and set it in the hall, which stopped the groaning and screaming. Number 4. The Conjure Chest. 150 years back, Jacob Cooley requested his African-American slave Hosea to fabricate a chest for his first child. Hosea set to work, creating a wooden chest of some beauty. For some obscure reason, his master was disappointed with his efforts and beat his slave to death. Cooley's other slaves pledged to retaliate for the passing of their friend, and sprinkled the dried blood of an owl in the chest and had a conjure man curse the chest. As if by magic, Cooley's first conceived died in infancy, and over the next several years, a sum of 17 deaths were credited to the chest. Number 3. The Cursed Painting. The Crying Boy is a mass-produced print of a Bruno Amadio painting, which proved popular all through the 1950s and beyond, especially in the British Isles. However, the painted creation pulled in some media attention in the 1980s when UK tabloid The Sun ran a story saying that a Yorkshire firefighter asserted to have been at the scene of a few house fires where the painting had been the only thing left unscathed. He likewise said that no firefighter would dare to have the artistic creation in their home because of the paranoid fear of starting a house fire. Number 2. The Haunted Mirror. Maybe the most haunted thing at Myrtle's plantation is a mirror that was added to the home in 1980. Visitors of the manor have reported seeing figures hiding in the mirror and child-sized handprints on the glass. Legend asserts that the mirror contains the spirit of Sarah Woodruff and her kids. The Woodruffs were poisoned to death, and though custom dictates that mirrors ought to be covered after death to keep spirits from getting trapped, this mirror was not covered, so the belief is that the Woodruff souls are present and active inside of the mirror. Number 1. Annabelle the Possessed Doll. In 1970, a lady shopping in a thrift store locally acquired a Raggedy Ann-style doll for her daughter, who was in college. Her daughter enjoyed it and placed it in her apartment. However, soon she and her flatmate both saw odd things happening involving the doll. It would move by itself, regularly being found in another room despite the fact that nobody had touched it. They discovered little scraps of parchment paper, which they didn't even own, with childish handwriting scribbled on them. They even discovered the doll standing incomprehensibly on its cloth doll legs one day.